Flu vaccines are especially important for adults 65 and older because they are the ones that usually are hospitalized from the flu and have higher risk of death related to flu-like symptoms and are at higher risk of death related to COVID-19.
With the new COVID-19 pandemic, it is especially important for the population of 65 and older to get flu vaccines, as they are at higher risk for developing severe complications from the flu and COVID-19.
According to the CDC, they recommend that everyone 6 months and older get a seasonal flu vaccine by the end of October. According to a doctor that I work with for Home Health Hospice, he says that the later you can get it, like October to the beginning of November, the better off, because it'll cover you through more of the flu season as compared to I got my flu shot last year in August, and by February, the middle of February, I got the flu from nursing school clinicals. So I think that later in the time frame that you can get it, the better off you'll be, because that was the first time I'd ever had my flu shot that early and the first time I'd ever had the flu. So I definitely agree to what this doctor has said and recommend that people get it later in the time frame you can have it, like the October through the end of October. So yeah, get your flu shots by the end of October. Flu vaccines are updated yearly to match the circulating flu viruses that are going around. So some years they're spot on and really protective against getting the flu. Some years they're only 10% effective. And this year, the 2020-2021 flu shots have been updated from last year's season, and they have been updated for this year's circulating flu that's going around. So hopefully it will help protect everyone, and there will be low numbers of flu in people who got the flu shot. Immunity from these vaccines usually kicks in about 2 weeks after getting the flu shot. So you should be not fully immune to the flu, but it should be kicking into its max capacity within 2 weeks of getting it. With receiving the high-dose flu vaccine, there are some more kind of mild side effects that the older population may experience just because it is a higher dose. However, these symptoms are mild and they are kind of flu-like symptoms. I have heard that from other people that sometimes they feel that they caught the flu from the flu vaccine, although that isn't 100% true. According to the CDC, side effects that people may experience will include pain, redness or swelling at the injection site, headache, muscle ache, and malaise. And typically this stuff resolves within 1 to 3 days. So it may make you feel crummy for a few days. However, it's just doing its job, and your body is trying to fight these organisms so that it can get immune and fight against the real stuff if the germs were to come your way.
Especially with COVID-19 going on these days, it is better to be safe than sorry and get your flu shot and be protected against the flu. And hopefully we can prevent flu cases, and just remember to wash your hands, cover your mouth, wear your mask, and let's fight together to prevent the spread of flu, and let's fight together to prevent the spread of COVID-19.